Hello and welcome to my channel, Green Line Goddess Tarot. We have a wild and woolly rainy day here today and we are moving into the eclipse energy. Okay, it's been a little bit crazy. Some weird kind of messages and news is starting to come through. And yeah, let's just see what is coming in with this. Okay, we end with the Taurus energy of the Knight of Pentacles and we have the Emperor. So this is the weekend reading for the eclipse. Yes, it's interesting, like news starting to come in, some good, some bad, some people having issues with things, some things getting resolved. It's just that kind of unpredictable energy that's coming through. It could even be a little bit volatile, and with Mars and Mercury traveling close to each other, this can bring anxiety, it can bring anger, it can bring frustration. But Jupiter is also playing a part in this eclipse. So Jupiter wants to bring a renewed sense of optimism, which is where I think we land with this reading here with the Knight of Pentacles, because it is a Taurus full moon that's going on here. I like that we've ended here with the Knight of Pentacles because it's a little bit like we go through this whole process, which is this almost like this turmoil, this big questioning and what's going on here. And I have to go deep and how do I take control, or how do I feel in control of this, and how do I step up into the leadership of my life, and how do I take action? But there's all these like big questions about what's on offer. Is that something I want? And overcoming limitations and other people's, your own limited forms of thinking and opinions, that these could be other people's that you have kind of taken on. So it's kind of this sense that you are being led out of this eclipse energy. This all feels like very up, down, a lot of questioning, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of having to kind of unearth some stuff and move past some blocks and have to deal with whatever's been thrown at you with this eclipse. And then we're left with this Knight of Pentacles, which is kind of saying, take a deep breath. We're moving forward slowly. We're kind of taking action with what it is that you are seeing here in this eclipse energy. We're moving forward and in a very grounded, practical way. And we're moving forward in a way that we're looking towards the next cycle. We're looking towards the new. We're looking towards the future. And so once all this kind of little bit of uncertainty or frenetic energy or confused, whatever this energy is, it feels very much like, like this, static, is what I'm feeling, a bit like the weather, it's wild and woolly and there's rain and it feels like there's this intense kind of portal happening and it's unpredictable. There's an unpredictability about it, but that's what the Emperor wants to do. It's like, I want to try and create order here, but it's almost like it's hard because there's chaos. Whether this is like something externally happening to you or something internally happening to you. And wherever you land at the end of being kind of taken through this kind of almost washing machine cycle of it feels a little bit out of control perhaps, or it feels a little bit like, unpredictable, or I want to like bring everything back into order. Whatever order you end up landing on at the end of the eclipse, it's like, okay, now I know how to move forward. Slow and steady, sure-footed. So it is this sense perhaps of through your authority is being tested in a way. Your sense of stepping into your power is being tested in a way. But when you land in that sweet spot where you go, okay, now I know, I can release, do the final release, and just I'm feeling in control with the new direction, and this feels like the right way to be moving forward. There's this kind of calm energy that comes through with it. Almost a resignation of this is the path ahead. Not necessarily it doesn't necessarily feel like it's in a bad way, but it feels very like, okay, I'm feeling hopeful that this is the right direction, and it feels like the right path. It feels very grounded. And it feels like a path and a direction that I can trust. While there was a lot of questioning of, can I trust this? Is this something that I can, something new that I can bring in? Can I really wish and hope for what this is bringing through for me? So there's a lot of like doubts, I guess. But at the same time, there's there's this energy of just being able to finally lay something to rest that feels a little bit like instability or turmoil, and be able to move forward in a much more grounded manner. I've got a plan. I know how I'm moving forward. So that is the gift of the eclipse once we get past it. So that is the reading. That is the reading for the eclipse energy. Crazy. I was hoping for a break in the weather to do some of the readings. It just hasn't happened. So I'm like, we'll just do the readings anyway. If you're interested in the monthly readings, some of them are coming out over the weekend. Not all of them. I haven't had a chance to do them all. The weather's been crazy, and, just eclipse energy. I just went, all right, I'm going to do what I can today. So some of them will be coming out next week, but keep an eye out for them. Please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to hear what's going on for you with this eclipse. I've heard a lot of people with car troubles, a lot of people with health issues, either both good news and bad news, a lot of people with big opportunities coming their way, but also when it comes to work and career, like money coming into for people, but also endings when it comes to that as well. So it just feels like everything's being shaken up, and there's a lot of change around, new plans potentially being activated at this moment. So that's it. So please like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. Love to read your comments. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you on the other side. So see you then.